Hello OnePlus fans, welcome to the launch of OnePlus's latest flagship smartwatch, the OnePlus Watch 3. My name is Saf, host of the channel Super Saf, and I'm here today with OnePlus, excited to launch with you their latest wearable, the all-new OnePlus Watch 3. The OnePlus Watch 3 revolutionizes how we think about health, fitness, and sleep. As you'll see in a minute, it's packed full of highly accurate monitoring technology, including industry-leading battery life, new health monitoring with a quick 60-second health check-in, enhanced fitness tracking in an all-new titanium, stainless steel, and sapphire crystal design. We have plenty to get through today about the product, and we'll feature guest interviews with 3 experts to discuss how the OnePlus Watch 3 has been created, the importance of data to optimize sleep, and how to reach peak physical fitness with a wearable. Our first speaker is Dr. Zijing Zeng from OnePlus, Head of Health Lab, who will take us through the product and showcase why it's so incredible. Second is Dr. Sophie Bostock, a renowned sleep expert who will help us understand how the watch can improve our rest and recovery. And last but not least, British boxing legend David Haye, here to show us how this smartwatch supports peak performance. But first, let's go over the key features that the OnePlus Watch 3 has to offer. On the outside, the OnePlus Watch 3 is made with a stainless steel body, titanium PVD bezel, and 2D sapphire crystal display to bring premium design and durability in performance. For the first time, the OnePlus Watch 3 features a brand new, redesigned rotating crown, a feature much requested by the OnePlus community following the OnePlus Watch 2. It's now easier and more intuitive than ever to scroll through apps and menus. The OnePlus Watch 3 has a whopping 120 hours battery life, or up to 16 days in power saving mode, so you'll never miss a workout or have battery anxiety on the move. The OnePlus Watch 3 has a real focus on health monitoring capabilities, including a brand new 60-second health check-in with ECG. OnePlus's 60-second health check-in uses 7 key indicators: vascular health, ECG, sleep monitoring, heart rate, SPO, wrist temperature, to provide users with a quick snapshot over their overall health. The OnePlus Watch 3 also features 360 mind and body, which helps users gain a more comprehensive understanding of their physical and mental health. Let's hear from our first guest discuss the importance of some of these features. Here's Dr. Zeng from OnePlus, who is the head of the Health Lab. Dr. Zeng,
Hi,
welcome to the studio.
thank you.
Now, OnePlus is known for pushing boundaries, and the OnePlus Watch 3 introduces the 60-second health check-in.
Yes.
Can you explain how this works and why it's so important for users?
This is actually our fully upgraded 60-second health check. It's user-triggered, but not all the data are recorded during the session. Some data we already record when you are using the watch in the background. So the sensor actually collecting data in the background. Among these 60 seconds health check, we have your heart rate, your SpO2, basically the oxygen saturation in your blood. And then we have sleep status, sleep evaluation, and sleep score. We have vascular health, which is the new feature we developed for this watch. We think it's very important. We also have background checking for your wrist temperature, which we already collect data when you are using the watch. Cardiovascular disease, or we call it CVD, is still the first killer for humankind. And during COVID period, it's still the top mortality and morbidity reason. So when you actually get to, for example, vascular disease or hypertension, we think that's too late. But everything is kind of gradually formed during your daily life. So we would like our customer to focus on improving your vascular health during your exercise, during your sleep, your diet. So if you actually can check your vascular health beforehand, then you're not likely to get to hypertension, vascular disease. It's a very comprehensive sensor and algorithm combined effort, and we did a bunch of clinical trials, clinical studies for this.
OnePlus Watch 3 boasts one of the best batteries in the market.
Yes.
I've been using it myself for the past few days. I took it out of the box. I did not charge it, and I've been using it for the past couple of days, and I'm still fine. How did you actually achieve this?
We did that. We actually have this so-called UDDE double engine, kind of a hybrid mode, right? So the sensor hub is MCU mode. And then on top of that, we have a CPU to run the whole system. So all the sensors, when it's checking your physiologic signal, is actually feeding into the MCU, which can be run in a low power mode. Well, if you need to run another app, for example, you want to look at the video, or if you want to play a game on your watch, then that triggers the CPU.
I see.
Right, so this hybrid mode actually enables us to have extensive battery life. Before, we had the GPS signal fairly accurate. However, we found that many customers, especially those people enthusiastic about sports, when they are running on the track, when they are running in the field, they need very accurate location tracking. So after the running, after the exercise, they can see very accurate trajectories. They share those trajectories to friends and families. So we found this is super important. So we devote a lot of resource into upgrade our GPS chip, not only the hardware, but also the algorithm behind it. In our lab test is superior to any product on the market. So that's what we do. And because the GPS signal is very fundamental, and we use that signal for many other fitness tracking features. It fits into many other algorithms.
Thank you, Dr. Zeng. There it is, a phenomenal set of features in the OnePlus Watch 3 that focuses on preventative health by providing users with the tools that paint an accurate picture of their health on any given day. Now, they say we spend 1/3 of our life sleeping, making it a core metric to track when taking a holistic view of our health. How are we sleeping, for how long, and what's the quality of our sleep like? OnePlus Watch 3 has all of the tools you'll need to monitor sleep and provides an overall sleep score, which is based off metrics such as sleep duration, snoring risk, snoring duration, number of snores, and snoring decibels. It even analyzes breathing irregularities or potential sleep-related breathing issues. So how can we use the OnePlus Watch 3 to get a great night's sleep? Let's hear from our next guest and sleep expert, Dr. Sophie Bostock. Dr. Bostock, sleep is often underestimated when it comes to health. Why is it so essential, and how does the OnePlus Watch 3 help users improve it?
We all know that sleep is important, but as you say, we tend to underestimate it. So if you want to improve anything about your life, whether it's physical health, it's cognitive performance, or emotional well-being, you need good quality sleep. But when we switch off, we go to sleep, we don't know what's going on. We can't see underneath the hood. So using wearables like the OnePlus Watch 3 helps you to look inside, to see what's going on. And you realize that sleep is this massively active time for the brain and body. What you do during the day is going to influence what happens at night. And for the most part, the more active you are and the more physically fit, the better quality sleep you're going to get at night. And so the watch can help you to understand that connection. But sometimes if we push ourselves a little bit too far, and perhaps we push the body into a state of stress, you might notice that the quality of your recovery is not so good. And that can be really important for telling you that actually maybe you need to take it a little bit easier the next day.
What's your advice for using wearable data to create better habits?
Well, I think the first thing is don't worry about it too much. So put it on and just wear it. Try and get used to using it, because what you really want is a baseline. You want to let the watch know what's normal for you, and then you can start experimenting. So for example, alcohol. A lot of people that I speak to have found it tremendously helpful to see what happens when they sleep without alcohol and then when they sleep with alcohol. And you see that there's this disruption and you tend to get a bit less REM sleep, which is really important for your emotional balance and creativity and just waking up feeling refreshed.
Now, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that this device was tough. It's really tough. In fact, it has military-grade durability. This means that the OnePlus Watch 3 can withstand the most extreme situations, high temperatures of 70 degrees Celsius, low temperatures of -40 degrees Celsius, temperature shock, 96-hour salt spray, sand and dust, immersion, vibration, impact, and much more. So if you're ice bathing, going for a run in the desert, or even sparring in the ring, the OnePlus Watch 3 will comfortably keep up. That level of durability might not be needed for everyone, but our next guest is someone that certainly does need all of those things. He's British boxing legend, former world champion, and is the epitome of durability and peak performance. It's David Haye. David, so good to have you.
Good to be here. Good to be here, it really is. Thanks.
You still are quite active, aren't you?
Yeah.
So is it always, punches, runs, gym, or
Yeah, I train probably 5-6 days a week. I like going to the gym. I love hitting the bags. I walk a lot as well. Do at least like an hour walk in a day. I find it a really good low level intensity cardio. Just keeping moving. So much time is spent sitting down now for modern humans. They just sit in a car, sit at work, sit in front of the TV. Sitting is the quickest way to the grave. So you've got to be up, you've got to be active, you've got to be moving. And I like to track my calories burned, and I like to understand and have the data of what I'm doing. It's all good and well going out there doing a session, or how did it go? You can get all the information you need with the data available with the technology we have now. So you know exactly how that session was versus yesterday versus 2 weeks ago. And when it's so clear and concise, it makes a massive difference. Just pushing that little bit more, because you might think in a session that you're doing more, but the numbers might not suggest that. Your sleep might have been not that great the night before, and everything catches up with you. So having that data allows you to continuously improve.
As a former professional athlete and somebody who still stays very active right now, how important is accurate data when you're training?
No, it's very important. Even doing, I sort of spend a lot of time in the countryside, and there's not much reception out there, and previous platforms didn't quite cut it. I knew the distance it gave me wasn't what it was. So there's some new tech in this watch that is very, very accurate. So you know exactly how long you've gone and how long it's taken, and sort of correlate that with calories burned. And it's just having it all in one place makes a massive difference.
Yeah, so dual frequency GPS, which Dr. Zeng kindly explained to us. Even though I'm into tech, it's way over my head. I'm just like, yeah, it's doing what it's doing. It's brilliant.
You see all these amazing features, but you're not quite sure, how can it do that, until it does it, and it's correct. Definitely something, if people are into running and want to understand that adjusting an issue before it becomes an issue is the key. The reason why most people get injured is because there's an imbalance. They're putting more weight on one foot. It might be an old injury, it might be a tight hamstring. You don't know what it is. But when you can see, okay, I'm putting 5% more on my left than my right, that's going to cause a problem if it's not adjusted. So it's getting ahead of issues before they become issues.
Totally, and that's something that I was discussing with Dr. Zeng earlier as well, where prevention is better than cure.
Oh, no doubt.
And that's what something like the OnePlus Watch 3 does. Yeah. It helps you identify these things before they actually become a problem and you need to then get medication or something else.
Yeah.
This watch has over 100 workout modes. I mean, I didn't even know there were that many workout modes. So is there a particular feature that's favorite for you? Is the ability for it to track?
Tracking the running, even the walking. I didn't realize how lopsided I was with my walking, because in a boxing stance, I've always had my right foot's always turned out. So I'm not that symmetrical. I sort of roll into my foot when I run. So I've got to put more energy and effort holding the technique together when I'm doing my sort of bounding. And I'm always looking forward to after sessions to see what the numbers say. So it gives you something to work for. It gives you an understanding of what you're doing as you're going through rehabilitation. Avid runners, they need this data to make sure they stay on track.
A huge thank you to Dr. Zeng, Dr. Bostock, and David Haye for joining us today. The OnePlus Watch 3 is truly a powerhouse of innovation designed to support your health, fitness, and daily life. The OnePlus Watch 3 features a titanium bezel, stainless steel frame, a sapphire crystal face, and new rotating crown, 60-second health check-in, dual frequency GPS, advanced sleep tracking, military-grade durability, and industry-leading 120-hour battery life. The OnePlus Watch 3 is now available to pre-order, and you don't want to miss it. Pricing and availability of the OnePlus Watch 3 is on screen now. Check out the links in the description for more details and to get yours. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.